I think, you know, you talk about that mix-up when it does come down to Rocket. Let's see if Attach can hang with some of the better ARs in the league. We know what Cammy's going to do on that flex roll. You know, Insight, very, very solid as well. It's a difficult matchup for him to kick off this AR roll, but as we head into Kabuto, let's see how it's going to go.
Well, at the moment, it will be Minnesota who do have a little bit of control straight away into top ring, but you are right, the story with these two teams, of course. Minnesota not having a great record in Respawn, and what's more famous than Toronto Ultra, 0-8 at the major in Hardpoint. They'll be looking to try and correct any mistakes moving forward to have any sort of a shot at winning the next one.
Yeah, well, CleanX finding 3 in the middle and then immediately killing himself is not going to be ideal, but nonetheless. Look at the control here for Ultra. They got plenty of time over towards P1. Standy just trying to cause some issue on that side of things, but not able to get it done. It's all about this fight over towards the boat, and Standy will get those final 10 seconds or so. So good work from him. But control is over towards Minnesota Rocket in a good spot. And yeah, for Attach, it's a very quick, it's very much from the frying pan into the fire with this one, though. As said, we know how good on the AR side of things that Toronto Ultra can be. We kind of have to keep up with that. So far, so good. 4-2 from him, locking this one down. Hard push for the Ultra.
Well, doing well so far at the moment. Slow and steady wins the race. He's just trying to hold off any of the pressure Ultra can get through here at the moment. Major Maniac backing up as well. Eventually will go down to Insight, but right now, Rocket not really letting Ultra get a toe into this one.
Yeah, they just defended very, very well. Holding this one down is, in terms of holding these hills, they are very good at doing so. We know that Ultra, not necessarily the best at breaking that. And I wonder if that's just maybe, is it a pacing issue or something along those lines? Yes, okay, you have CleanX who's lights out fast, bounces pretty quick as well, but other than that, you know, these players not necessarily the fastest on the map, you would say, necessarily. Correct me if I'm wrong, but from my point of view, I don't think these boys are known for flying around the map, very much team-oriented, and that's maybe why we're not seeing some of the bricks come through for them so much this year. At the moment, though, they do have control over towards P3, but hard fights for Bance to try and win as we watch Major Maniac all the way around from behind. Is he going to get caught out? Doesn't get taken down. Is he going to find Cammy as well? It has to be said, it's a bit of a slip from Insight to let him through, and Rocket break it.
They do, and Rocket should be able to hold this down for a little while. Ultra trying to find their bearings here, not really able to get anywhere near this one. Kill still coming in for Minnesota. The next trying to get that first kill. Going to try and get pressure on Ring, but he is going to get caught by Major Maniac. And for Toronto Ultra right now, they're going to be thinking, can we even get near this next rotation in time?
Oh, they're trying to break through for this final 20. Not going to be anywhere near it. Spawning way, way out. We've got Prusta setting up over towards the boat side of the map already. It's been really, really good from the Rockers so far, limiting Ultra to as little points as they possibly can do. And now it's through the gauntlet. If you are Ultra, Priest is going to be the first to find a kill, though. You can already see Standy. He's lingering around over towards Ring. He'll surely find one, may well find the second as well, but just very, very well played from Rocket. Setting up halfway around the map, and it means Ultra, they've got to break you a couple of times before they're even anywhere near the hill.
I wonder at what point it starts to become a little bit of a mental block in Ultra's head. Like, we keep talking about it, it's the main storyline about the moment. Top 4 of the major, 0 hardpoint wins. And at some point, they've gone back to the drawing board and going to try and make this a little bit different. However, Minnesota are looking to pounce on that weakness, continuing to rain terror on Ultras. They finally get the spawns in and finally get some more time.
Yeah, they get a little bit of control. You've got to be careful not to get yourself locked into those back beach spawns. But they get through, they get some time. For all that, it has really felt, well, relatively comfortable for Rocket. It's not necessarily a gargantuan lead. 30 or so points. Ultra will bring that down to 20 by the time we do head over towards back green. But it's about winning these fights on the transition, which is really where they have been struggling. We spoke to their coaching staff during the major event, or at least I did, and I was speaking to them and they said it's all about rotations. That's where we see where we're going wrong. And well, case in point right here. Ultra have been second best at getting to these hills first. Rocket very much got their heels dug in.
They are, and this is becoming more and more of an issue. We've been speaking about the Mountain Dew player of this one, and obviously Attach that changed the AR. 12-7 at the moment. On the other side of it, Cammy having a slow game, and compared to how he was playing last season and how much stock people actually put on this man, you know he's going to be a little bit frustrated.
It's really not going fantastic for Toronto Ultra so far. Rocket have been there first to every single hill. The comms are going to be good, so let's listen into them. Let's go to a listening with Minnesota Rocket.
I saw one there, T1 Eli.
Alright, inhale, CleanX. One shot our side, one shot our side.
I'm getting in. One more gonna be ring stairs or their side.
In ring.
Our side dead.
Yeah, he got me.
I'm helping you. I'm helping you. I'm helping you.
Let's go. Get the fence flipping, Mike.
Yeah, let's find ring stairs. Let's find ring stairs.
I think ring stairs.
Yo,
I'm
Chris
getting.
control side. I have our side.
He's on P3 already. On P3 already.
Mid stairs. Watch out, Mike.
I repush, Mike. I
He's
repush.
just harming. He's harming.
Their side circle.
Your side.
Mid side 10.
Nice.
One more our side.
Inner weak.
Oh shit.
He's
Look at spawners. Look at spawners.
He's inner ring. You might be able to toss that quick. He's left side.
I'm nading over.
I know we're upping right.
In ring.
I didn't have a ring.
Vance in ring.
I naded him.
I'm coming up.
Charlie, Ivor left.
Missed.
I got one weak
need
time.
it.
Oh, he's their side heading. Cammy.
Close then.
Cammy other side.
I'm on my way.
Nice. One more.
Inner ring.
Nice, Mike.
Nice.
I can pick a mid.
On the other side.
I'm dropping low.
Listen, I'm going to get clipped. I'm heading here. Yeah, mid's open.
On the head.
I'm
On the head.
I'll go back for time. I'll go back for time. I'm on a
We're
4.
gonna hit mid stairs, Mike.
I have clip.
They're already here. They're already here.
Let's hit
I'm
those.
one shot. I'm one shot.
I'm looking at your channel.
I am
Clip on me. Clip on me.
He's in the ring. I'm pretty
That's
sure.
it.
One shot Kleenex in
One shot.
time. One shot Kleenex in time. Nice. That shit.
Yeah,
3.
one's little clip on me.
Look at mid. Inside
I'm
last
helping you.
guy.
I'm
Inside
helping
last guy.
you.
There's 3 up one.
He's
He's on boat. He's
I
on
got
boat.
top.
I'm
I'm low P5
on me.
press. I'm low P5 for you.
I'm going down. I'm naming my low.
Is he still top? Is he still top?
No, he can be home.
Mid.
Top wait for a second. It's close.
On time.
I'll do it.
Top right button time. He's running up on you.
Yeah,
See,
one
Mike,
top boat.
top boat.
Kleenex 3 all spawn. Top boat and 3 all spawn.
I'm making
One for
clip.
spawners. Nice fucking win.
Mid. Vance, T1. He's going
I'm
ring.
nading over cliff.
Yo, top right boat. Kleenex, guys. Top right boat.
Top boat. One boy. He's absolutely no.
Yes, that's right.
Nice. Stay alive ring. Stay alive ring.
I'm looking top left boat.
Okay, I'm
looking
naming
top
over.
left
I'm
boat.
naming over.
One's a mid rock. I'm looking over you both.
Yeah, top green.
One's top left. Inside. One shot top left. Kleenex is
Can we
in
move
the
right
right.
tank?
Okay, what's T1 in? What's T1 in mid? T1 in mid.
I'm going mid.
Nice, good shot.
Nice,
Top
I'm
boat.
trying.
Well, playing in the comms, I got to say, at the moment, the Rocker are absolutely flying around the map. Still have the lead here against Toronto Ultra, and you can tell they are trying to up the pace of this one, continuing to just trade blows everywhere.
Yeah, that's been working out for them so far, but Ultra are slowly but surely clawing their way back in, and it's thanks to Cammy. 4 streak from him. He started to step it up a little bit. 12 and 19 is not the numbers you would come to expect. But you're finding big kills around like that. Gets you another 15 or 20 points just off the back of one player, and the rotation comes in your favor as well. The most important gunfight is for Major Maniac. Can he find his way around the back over towards P1? Yes, he can, but he gets taken down straight away. Can the rest of the team still continue to lock this down?
Oh, Stanley with an absolute laser beam. Now looking for this one. Only Kleenex left alive as well, but it will be a complete sweep from Minnesota Rocker. They brought this one back. It's not even scrap time. It's the majority of the hill for it. Band's trying to do some work up top ring. Give his teammates an opportunity to pinch this one as well. Here comes the Ultra pinch, by the way. They're looking to get through this one as well. Band's going to be on the top. Huge kill for him there, and Rocker gets shut down.
Huge.
Somehow Toronto Ultra smashed that one wide open, and it's off to the races as the rotation now must come in.
Yeah, they sent 3 towards the back of the hill. Really well played by Ultra, but they've foregone the spawns over towards P4. That's the only thing that they sacrificed there. But for that, they do find themselves a lead. Can they find a little bit more than that, though, as they continue on in this game? There's a big gunfight going on towards Beach. That's going to be Kleenex to win it. Bance, can he survive here as well? Attached then falls. We can find a second kill in the Major Maniac. That would be huge. Good gunny from Bance. There's the pinch towards the spawn as well. And that is as clean as a break as you're likely to see from Toronto Ultra. Will their hardpoint woes continue, or can they lock in this game?
Well, it's going to be a long, slow push from Minnesota. They're trying to get in a position, but the first few kills come for them. Cammy now going to be feeling the pressure. He knows they're outnumbered here at the same time. Pressure from both sides as well. Major Maniac takes him down, and that's going to be a huge kill from Attached to Gunham as well. But Kleenex is still on the hill. Kleenex has not gone down in that fight, and he is now outnumbered. He's desperate for the Toronto Ultra to back him up. Players eventually getting into the hill with him, but it's still Kleenex on the board, staying alive at a 5 streak for him. That's all Kleenex to keep Ultra in the lead here.
And they flipped it perfectly as well. There you go, Rocket towards the back, but he is actually going to fall there. Kleenex, not sure how that happened. Nonetheless, he falls just short of streaks. Ultra will still be happy with what they got out of P4 there, though. They got the majority of the time, force Rocket back there, and now they're in complete control of P5 as well. Nice spot for Toronto Ultra to be in. They lose a couple of gunfights on the exchange over towards this next hell. These next couple are so important. Those Attached finds 2, 25 and 16. Can he heat up here?
Well, they'll be looking to break this one up. Attached is getting him through there. Lovely wallbang from him. He's going to know exactly where Cammy's in that corner, and look at the nade and tacticals raining in. It's only Bance who can do something here. He's trying to stay alive, but it's not going to be enough. Rocker have broken this one. I'm going to try and push him out, but no. Goes towards the back. Will be picked off as he does it as well. Stanley's going to go down at the same time. Priester, though, coming in with 2.
Smart.
And somehow Minnesota have taken this away from Ultra. It's all going to be going for the rotation to ring now.
Let's see what Attached can do over towards ring, but Priester continues his dominance over towards green. You can already see though Rocker on the rotation. These 10 seconds of scraps matter very, very little in the grand scheme of things. That's going to go over towards Rocker, but what about these fights inside the hill? Standy will find one. Can he continue to pop off? Kleenex is there, and Ultra will just about win this rotation. They still have a lead. It's about a 20 to 30 point game. Ultra can win it here on P1.
Priester with a 5 streak though, trying to cut off any reinforcements that could come through. And here comes the pinch. Minnesota about to go in. They're looking for it as well. Bands managed to get that first one. Inside gets a second. Major Maniac around the back though with Standy. Gonna go down. It's Major Maniac with one. He gets Bands with a second, but it's not enough. His teammates have not made it through. Priest are going to try and keep this tempo going though. Going to go straight in for it for the contest. Looking for that player inside. Not able to spin onto Insight as Ultra are holding this down from all the pressure from Minnesota. Only a few more seconds left to go. One last push for Rocker. Major Maniac fighting his way up those steps, but he is going to be taken down by Insight. And that will be the duck broken. Toronto Ultra have finally got a hard pull on the board. It's not land, but it's still a win.
Yeah, 0-8 to 1-8 over their last 4 or 5 games. Eventually get one on the board. Good game from Ultra there as well, because it really felt as if Rocker were getting away from them at the start of that. The first 3-4 hills, it felt like Minnesota were in complete control. Heading into that second rotation, we were in there listening, and that's when things started to change. Ultra slowly but surely finding their way back into the game, and really don't allow Rocker that many points. It's pretty solid. However, looking at this one though, it's not one that they play so often as Tuscan, but when they have done, they've looked good on it. So let's see what they can do.
Well, at the moment, Standy just waiting. Not going to go any further forward here. It's looking like it should be a Rocker plant. Now, bear in mind, Toronto Ultra a lot of the times have nades to check this. And Attach will get that first blood as well. Cammy is going to go down. Clearance actually breaks through, and I think he knows Standy is there. They're trying to stun check it. He's going to go through as well and lose the gunfight. Standy more than capable for him and gets banned as well. The double chow means 2 kills on the board, and Insight finally gets a kill back, but I don't know if it's going to be enough.
Well, Insight was somebody who found a couple of clutches over the weekend, one of them famously on Tuscan. I don't think he's going to manage this one though. Attach will find the kill, but the big man in that round has to be Standy. Fully stunned, still finds 2 inside of Radio, which is just bewildering for the Ultra, I would imagine, but nonetheless he gets the kills, and that's pretty much the round there. Good work though from Minnesota, blocking that hill, or the bomb site I should say. I'm still on hardpoint here. You wake up, it's getting late, Bryce.
Always with a late call with you, but yeah, at the moment Rocker opening up that first round, and this is really their biggest opportunity. I was worried about Toronto Ultra going into that hardpoint, but Rocker don't have a great respawn legacy as it is. Inside though, we've seen what he can do with this. Looking, waiting for that peak. Already a little bit attached, waiting for it. Slow though! Attached with the patience of a saint. Eventually takes down Insight, and that was a great bait there from Rocker. They just pulled Insight's focus away for a split second, and Attached took full advantage of it.
That was like an SAS operation on that side of the map. Look at Priest, he just runs out. Insight's out. Oh, look, somebody moving, and then Attach is like, bang! You didn't see me though, did you? Fantastic work from the side of Rocker. They know exactly where Insight's going to be playing, and they catch him with his pants down, if anything. But here we go now, 2 versus 3 for Ultra to try and find. This band's going to check his right-hand side. Oh, he's downstairs, never mind.
I was going to say, we have the advantage of on Gogas being able to see through, though. Band's still going to be looking for this pick, and eventually gets taken down in sprint. Leaves Cammy alone again. This is a similar scenario to last time, but I just don't think it's going to be a clutch again. He takes the fight. Doesn't have the bomb, and basically, Rocker will just dance around him until the end.
Good luck, Cammy. Oh, good shots. And not going to be able to find the second. Rocker really put them in a dangerous spot here. Ultra constantly fighting from behind. Very similar story to what we've seen in game number 1, although maybe not quite as bad as that. But at the same time, there was quite a lot of first bloods not falling the way of one team, but then clutches coming through. This situation, though, Ultra haven't actually been able to find these clutch situations whatsoever, because Rocket have not allowed them. Every time it's been a 1v3, 1v4. Very, very difficult to do against a good team. Ultra, though, need to switch on here. Haven't really found their footing so far in the search and destroy. Can they manage to find a first blood to kick things off?
Well, we're going to find out. Inside again with that sniper. Just wait and see if anybody pushes, but nobody is at the moment.
Oh,
Standy's in a great
fine.
position. This could be trouble for them as well. Standy gets that first one. Inside's going to be in a little bit of trouble as he comes under fire. Somehow gets out of there. And does much with the pistol. Inside gets two. That is unbelievable, but Attach answers back. And that is round over. Rocker are rocking Ultra right now. This is a ridiculous S&D round. Somehow, Insight, I thought had a madness, but Attach, the flank, just hammers them.
Really, really good work by Insight, and equally as good work from Attach. Just finding a little route round. Gets behind them at church, and it doesn't matter how well you do with a sniper and the pistol, you can't really do much when somebody's shooting in the back. Really, really good work by Attach. Insight did fantastically well to survive as long as he did. Fair play. But ultimately, doesn't really matter because the round goes over towards Rocket. Attach 5-1. Insight 4-3. The battle of the snipers continues. So far, so good for the Rocket.
Priest with first blood as well onto Cammy. Phoenix looking for it. Eventually finds one. Is going to go down, but Bance gets a second, bringing this down to a 2 versus 2. And all the way back in spawn is Insight. We've seen him play that role before, though. Just waiting for him. And a little bit of patience now from both teams. For Ultra, they're going to try and figure out exactly where Rocker are.
Bance making the move. Sticking together here by the looks of things. You can see Priest has backed off, but he knows where the bomb is. And that's the problem now.
Comes a double chow.
Oh, good shots in from Bance. Priest gets out, though.
They've got to be careful with this one as well, though. They're still moving as a team. They're going back to fight this again. Insight with the pistol, Bance with the gun. I think he's called him out as well. He's going to see him, but Priest gets one. Insight gets the trade. Down to a 1 versus 1. Priest is on a 5 streak, and that eventually will end.
Oh, did he see him?
Looking for him. I think he might have done. He's going to go check B. That plant will go down at A. Was he left a little bit too late? Yes, Danny's just flown out the top. Has he seen him? I don't think he has. Insight is in a little bit of trouble. He's going to go down. He's going to go for the chow. And that's not going to be enough. It's 4-0 now for Minnesota. Insight thought he might be pushing him a little bit more. He wasn't. And comes down again. Minnesota running roughshod over Ultra at the moment.
Looking very, very rough for Toronto Ultra here. Rocket are just having their way with them. I think in any situation like that, though, like when Priester finds that first kill in that 1v2, you've got to get him dead quicker than that. You can't allow him to find a kill and then put yourself at a 1v1 situation. When you're playing bodies like that, when you're playing those close quarters, you should be able to get something done. But this is something a little bit out of left field from Rocket. Yes, they do get the bomb down. Bance will find the kill at the Priester, though, 4v3.
Now it's a retake from Ultra, but it's a difficult retake. With that bomb down as well, Major Maniac opens it up and Bance goes for a double beat down. Decides not to even use the MP40. Sees a few players as well. He's going to try and challenge Standy, but that will be a bait and switch. Attach gets him as well here. Standy now moving forward. It's a 2 versus 2. Cammy hunting Attach all the way through, but it's just time bleeding.
Oh, Attach has played that so well. He's played it so well. Nobody on the bomb. Klinex will find the kill, but needs to jump on the defuse. Is Standy going to be able to get there? Yes, he is. My goodness gracious me, Standy.
And this is a one-sided S&D, something we did not expect to talk about with Toronto Ultra. And I guess statistics tell the entire story. Minnesota Rocket are first and second in most major statistics for S&D. And it is proving a difference here.
Standy is the one who will take the plaudits there, but Attach does such a good job at staying alive towards the back. You can appreciate the fact they're going to push him out. They know he's got a sniper. So he just gives them a runaround, essentially. Just gets out of there, causes all sorts of issues because they know he's there. They need to kill him. And ultimately just burns that time down. And time is ticking for Ultra in the search and destroy. You're going to have to start waking up pretty quickly. Bance is going to find the first blow in Standy. Insight onto Major Maniac. Now a 4v2. Surely this is their first round.
That looks like it. Priest almost got caught a little bit flat-footed there. Bance was looking at Chow. Attach has just found Bance as well, though. Klinex will clean that one up. Now 1 versus 3. That will be Toronto Ultra's first round onto the board here. But they need to win 6 in a row to have the chance of winning this. And I don't know if that is maybe a bridge too far.
Yes, I would imagine it's going to be. But at the same time, look, it's signs of life, at least, for Ultra. You know, need to do that 5 more times. And it's just... It just doesn't look likely, though, does it? With the way that the Search and Destroy rounds typically have been going. Difficult to be on the Ultra side here. Let's see, though. Looking like an A hit, but look at the aggression here. On the side of Ultra, stacking over towards Church. They're getting mid-control.
He's looking for this push here, although I think he saw a player up there. I know we did on the Coldcaster. Clinics decides. Discretion is a better part of Valor. Leaves as well. Priest is looking for that first kill. Cammy going for that infamous heady. And gets away here. Both teams still dancing around each other.
First blood's huge. He's going to be the one to find it. Can they even plant with Cammy there? It's such a difficult spot. Is he going to be able to get the peek onto the bomb site, though? Yes, he is. There goes Priest there. The Priest spray over towards top. Broken as well. Takes a lot of bullets, but he'll be able to get out, but only momentarily. 3v3.
Pull this one back, though. Clinex gets it. 3 versus 2. Attach now going to try and make his move. Aiden 4 has the bomb. Decides to go for a little bit of a journey.
And I absolutely love this about Attach, by the way. He's not one of these players who pick up the bomb and just, you know, a slow, cautious route round. It's just, yeah, send it. Let's see what happens. And well, what's going to happen is that bomb's going to be going down to B. It's Klinex going to see him, though. Yes, he is. Major Maniac now in a 1 versus 3.
The Ultra Dream remains alive. At the moment. It's tense, though. Like we said before, I think you called it. First blood will be massive here. And I think a little bit of frustration maybe for Minnesota. You could see they weren't really finding out the locations of some of the players they wanted to. Nades coming out from them, trying to basically get those hit marker checks to see rough distribution of where Toronto Ultra was sitting. They didn't find it. Priest had to make a move to bomb in the end. That was first blood. But still a long way to go for Toronto Ultra.
I'll tell you what, if it gets to 5-3, if you're the Rocket, things start getting very, very nervy. Klinex has got to deal with more than one here, though, and there's the push. Rocket get very aggressive, play together as a team, and Ultra haven't taken the invitation to Planet A. Plenty of control here for Rocket. Surely it's their round to lose.
Oh, it's basically a flip now. His team seems to be the other way around, but Standy.
Good shots.
The second kill for him. No hit marker, though, so we won't know insights there. He will now. It's a little bit of problem for him. I think Cammy wants to get through, but Cammy's in a bit of trouble as well.
Oh, he's
been found. Standy's going to go and clear it up, and he does. Standy with 3. Standy with the ace. No! Inside denies him. Inside for the 1 versus 3. To keep Toronto Ultra in this S&D. Finds the second one as well. It's inside again. He's looking for Major Maniac. Oh! And it's Winside again. Toronto Ultra and now got 3 on the board, and Inside pulls off a 1 versus 3. Unbelievable.
Oh, this man, you put him in a 1v3. He's got as much a chance as anyone. So many times he finds those clutches. The second kill is huge. I'm not really sure what Rucker's information is there. They know where Insight is. Attach is going to get caught slipping in the mid-map. And all of a sudden it's down to 1v1. Insight with the gunny. That's 3 rounds in a row. And that said, if that 3rd round ticks in for Ultra, you start to worry a little bit if you're the Rocket. Ultra with a little bit of confidence now.
Oh, speaking of confidence, here comes the hit. It's massive into towards the middle. Connects a little bit. Oh, and he spins! Burns! Oh my goodness, Ultra have just thrown caution to the wind as they continue to pile on the pressure. Hello, by the way, Attach at the back of the map, and it's all alone now for Major Maniac. What has happened in this S&D? The Rocket were ready. They were ready to just lock it down, and somehow Ultra have won 4 back-to-back. This cannot be happening.
I mean, Klinex is just evaporated. I think it was Standy. I don't even know. The shots are in. He gets around the corner, and Klinex just deletes him. He blinked at him, and he died. Oh my! Oh, you're 5-2 up. You're in a 3 versus 1 against Insight. You lose that. Okay, we've just been smoked off the map to make it 5-4.
It's still Rocker's game to lose. Okay, at this point, Ultra have done a fantastic job, but they still have to win 2 more rounds here in this S&D. And he going through. I don't know if he's seen Cammy. He knows the hit markers there, but he hasn't seen Cammy's behind him. The COD timing is paid off for Cammy. Finds around the corner. Priest is going down as well. Cammy has just gunned him. Surely this is not happening.
Oh, no. The full sales on the
Maniac.
cards. If Ultra can find this, it's a 2 versus 3. Make that a 1 versus 3.
Maybe it's time for Major Maniac to start the 1 versus 3. They could have it back here. He's looking for it. He's trying to figure out where these players are. And he's going all the way around. He's figured out the flank. He's figured it out. Bance, though, has hit him in the turn. And we are going to a round 11 on this S&D. How we got here?
Well, if it wasn't squeaky bum time before, it is now. I mean, that's 5 rounds in a row you've just dropped after winning 5 rounds in a row yourself. What a stark contrast of 2 halves of Search and Destroy. We head into round 11. The momentum, the wind is in Toronto Searls. I mean, don't tell anyone otherwise. What is the player for Rocket?
Alex Ferguson, by the way. I believe this is squeaky bum time for Minnesota Rocket. Got to be playing a little bit nervous at this point. However, maybe not. They've called out play out the playbook. The rotation to beat.
First blood's huge.
They know. I think Ultra are figuring this out, but they're so far away if this bomb goes down.
Yeah, it's such a hard retake as well. Is Major Maniac going to catch anybody on the flip as well? Have they cleared out mid-map? This is such a hard retake for Ultra. Here come the shots though. He's going to call out about 15 players in mid-map. Bance is going to find first blood.
Oh, Major Maniac, Major Maniac, he sees all 4! He sees all 4! He manages to get none of them! His teammates clean it up and that'll be it! That'll be all done! It's a stack from Ultra, but it's a stack into a kill zone as they just get wiped off the map. All that work for nothing as we go 1-1.
I don't know if I'd rather be 6-0. After all that hard work, prolong the map as long as possible. And then you lose the last round like that. I mean, Major Maniac's he's played a blinder there. Yes, I know the rest of the team picked the time up, but the fact that he comes around, finds one, and puts...
He isn't, but we'll have to see how this series ends up going down, because it genuinely could still be anyone's game, of course, and at the moment you can see a little bit of a push coming through, obviously. The initial tacticals and frags flying out from both teams here. Will be Major Maniac to open up proceedings, though.
Cammy has thrown back, and Standy just trying to get control of Church, and well, we asked if Standy can continue off where he left. 2-0 from him so far. Getting things rolling. There's plenty of defensive presence coming in towards the Church, and Bance reads Priest there at the right time. Must have heard him pushing around. Standy now, is he next in the firing line? Not quite. 3 in a row from him.
Now, this is the punishment. You get Klinex though, can eventually take down Sandy. Not going to have enough of that. Inside gets one back here. And it looks like they're actually going to try and make a little bit of a push here. Major Maniac just trying to capture Zone A. Inside sees where he is. He goes down. And that has been contested. They've stopped it on the very last point. They can possibly stop it as well. Eventually, though, Minnesota get it as Bance has to back off of that challenge. Inside coming through as well. Major Maniac just guns him out of Church.
Good player by Major Maniac, getting control in and around Church. That's what you want. There's mid-map wiped out. If he can find this kill in advance, it will be huge. But still, the thorn in the side is there. He is going to remove the touch. Finds a kill, gets traded out. And I just can't stress how important it is to clear a radio top Church if you are the attacking team. The amount of routes that these players can take to get round behind you is absurd when it comes down to Tuscan. That's why it's so hard to find this attack. You need to find the full wipe. Ultra doing a great job of just getting these trades. That's absolutely fine if you're the defensive team.
And they've managed to put the pressure back of Minnesota for just a few seconds. Cammy, though, going to be up against it. Already Sandy coming through. Klinex trying to get that trade. Outnumbered. Actually, probably waiting for a little bit of a backup from his teammates. He does have 2 nearby. Eventually going to go down. Nobody there for the trade either. Minnesota now moving forward. He sees Bance, and he is going to get him as well. And Priest now trying to go forward. He's just pre-firing everything. And he gets insight. He has just punched his way straight into this hardpoint attack. Gets Cammy as well, and they are moving on to B.
Yeah, Klinex tries to find a route through the back as well, but Standy's going to make the push. Thing is here for the Rocket, you pushed out the spawns, you've got them spawning somewhere a little bit more awkward, but no time's being made up on the hill. Here we go, Major Maniac. Getting a hold of the zone now. Time ticking down, but this is allowed, Ultra. That little bit of time, you find a couple of kills, and all of a sudden this break becomes a little bit easier. Major Maniac should immediately fall. Cammy finds the kill. Priest is still towards the back, though.
That's the problem. Every single time. Whenever you try and make that B push, you think you get so many down. He looks in such a good position. Oh my goodness, Priest up with the pistol. And they might be playing this for lives here. They have the life advantage as well. As Twisted continues to go on a reign of terror. Eventually will be shut down, but more Major Maniac coming through. Insight stops the pressure now. And for Rocket, they've got to push. They don't have an awful lot of time. They would love to play lives here. And I wonder if they're going to give this up and maybe just take that life advantage.
Inside backing down. Oh, can he survive? Yes, he can. One push from the Rocket. Here goes Stanley. Big gunfight. Finds Kleenex. Can he find the second here as well? No. Ultra back on down. It has to be the 4-man hold. Insight will find one. Bants another. No time now. The Rocket tried, but Ultra will find their defensive win.
Little curious there for me, actually. I thought maybe Minnesota were going to hold fire and just try to maybe get some more kills on the board. They already had 3 in the lead, and it didn't look like they were going for a push unless they maybe found a bit of an opening, but that opening was definitely not big enough for a full B push. It just gave away a couple of lives. I think they'd made the decision not to push, and they had the life advantage, and only if they got maybe 2 or 3 down they could have done it. But I suppose Sandy came in, made a big kill, and they went, all right, let's go.
Now the turn for Ultra. Can they find attacking around here? Push going to come on through. We're seeing Rocket very much just give up the ghost when it does come down to A. Attach does very well to back on down and then find the kill. Both teams though just roaming around the map, working out in Rocket's favor. That's 3 dead.
It's looking bad for Ultra already. They haven't got a single kill in this round. Kleenex might be able to do something. Eventually takes down Standy mid-map, and that's going to force Minnesota to rethink their battle lines. Which, though, continuing to hold down P5. There's not a single step onto a point yet here for Ultra.
It's been a strange one. I haven't really been able to find any purchase on anywhere on the map, to be honest with you. They're getting slayed off it. Rocket with a really, really resolute hold so far. Cammy towards the back could be the catalyst to get Ultra back into this round. Priest very, very high on the map here, just trying to cause some problems, and causing problems is what he is doing. Kleenex falls, Cammy and Co just trying to find a route through. Cammy's over towards B, he's been wiped out, and Ultra have got very little left.
Ultra, I don't know what they're doing. I'll be honest with you, at this point, like, I think the biggest reason for them to take A here is to try and get this life disadvantage somewhere back to normality and give them a bit more time to do it. Rocket may actually just end it here and now, though. Major Maniac through the back. There's only one player left alive. It's going to be Kleenex. Inside, though, managed to get one off spawn, and no, they get taken down. 8 seconds left to go. And this has been dominant. Minnesota have completely and totally outplayed Toronto Ultra here.
I mean, this is just a drubbing. Insight eventually does get inside, but the lives do not make for pretty reading if you're an Ultra fan. Could be very influential heading into that 5th and final round if we do indeed get there. Kills are starting to fall their way now, and well, they will. Just like the S&D extended at the final moment. A minute to go for a hit on the B. It's really one decent hit.
Now, this is going to be a big hit for Ultra. I mean, they don't have an awful lot of opportunities left on the board. Can they try and bring this life deficit down in some meaningful way? Their number 1 objective at the moment, because I just don't see them making a good full couple of wipes onto Rocket, who have so many lives and Ultra have so little time.
Has to be pretty much perfect, doesn't it? Cammy around the back though, creating that pressure if they can win the gunfights in the mid-map. It's huge. Attaches the last one there though, stunned up. Push is inevitably going to be coming through any minute. There you go, a few kills fall their way, and Cammy's towards the back. He's keeping that pressure on. It's all realistically on Priestep. Can he find a route through as Ultra start to get some time as Priestep then finds 2. There you go, that might just shut it down. Ultra with only 4 lives remaining. Not going to happen this time around. Rocket will surely hold this defensive side. A solid one of that as well, but once again, Ultra do make it difficult for them.
Yeah, they actually did a lot more there than I was expecting coming towards the end of it. And I don't know, it just seemed very flat from Ultra for the majority of it. It was only really at the end of that B push we thought they might have something, and if they hadn't thrown away so many lives so early and so much time, then it could have been a very different story. But right now, it's looking like Rocket are in control.
It's kind of felt like that for the last 2 maps. For the most part, apart from if you can discount the 5 rounds in a row that Ultra won. But Still, it never felt like Rocket were out of control until they went. Pre-step moving forward. Sure, they're going to find this first kill on Insight. And I'm curious to see how he's going to do with the SMG. And well, right now, doing great. 17 and 10 here on the control. As far as the lives go, they're very, very much in the favor of Minnesota Rocket if we do hit that 5th and final round. Rocket now on the attack, though. Plenty of work being done over towards A. That should be ticked in quite shortly.
Here comes the pressure again. Ultra, only 1 kill this round as well. Major Maniac continuing to do work. Now waiting patiently, ready for the rest of his team to complete A and then move forward. Bance, though, takes down Priester. He'll be have to come off respawn and join his teammates.
Slow and steady for the Rocket. Only lose 2 lives and getting a hold of A. And that life deficit very, very much in their favor. Ultra need to lock this down as best as they possibly can do. Insight, not many better at holding down an angle. Here comes the push. Surely it's going to be the bait. He knows that as well. Does he know there's 3 of them? No, he does not. Priester then pushes the issue. Finds 1. 3 in the spawn of Ultra.
And they're playing this very, very cautiously. They know kills only have to go their way for them to take control here. Priester, though, has got to a great position, but Bance guns him. Cammy gets 1 as well. Push towards the back, and Kleenex says thank you very much. It's only a touch left now from Rocker. Deep in the spawn of Ultra. Just holding tank, and not been a lot of kills on this. It's been very, very slow from both teams.
Yeah, only 6 kills apiece so far. Kleenex is going to spot a touch. Yes, he is, and there's his head gone. Look at the hold here from Insight as well. We'll be able to find 1. Ultra just chipping away here. Really hard for Rocket to find their push through, but I think they'll know that the slaying side of things so far on their side that they know round number 5 will fall their way in terms of who gets defense, at least anyway.
This is another slow push, a methodical push coming from Minnesota. They're looking for it as well. Cammy trying to get that slide cancel through. Does eventually do it. Attach versus Cammy. Pre-fire coming through from Attach, but it's not going to be good enough. Attach now waiting again. See Standy decides to just shut this one down. Ultra finally feel like they're kind of shutting down the pressure that Minnesota have been putting them all control long.
Yeah, they've done a really good job of getting somebody in the spawn of Ultra and causing issues from that side of things, but eventually Toronto can clear things out. 25 seconds remaining here. You can already see the Rocket. Have they choked it? Looks that way. 20 seconds to go. Be quite the push to get this far, especially with Bance finding this first kill. That should shut it down entirely. Okay, kills from Bance. Finds another S. Yeah, I mean, sorry to butt it, but I mean, just for Rocket here, there's no point. There's no point in just sending the men forward. It's such a hard push. And until control changes, teams are going to continue to do it.
Yeah, it's the name of the game. The players have got to play it smart and tactically all the way through. Especially around B, you know you have to get successive waves to try and get onto it, and those nades are still going to rain in. Teams are way too practiced to let it go easily nowadays. And at the moment, I still think in favor of Minnesota, but I'm sure, you know, quick math ton will, will let us know.
Although it's close now. It's very, very close now. There's a couple of kills in it, but we'll keep an eye on it towards the end of this round. Can Ultra maybe find themselves an attacking round on top of it and not even have to force that round number 5?
Well, that is easier said than done. At the moment, just a little bit of progress towards 8 as both teams trade all over the map again. Minnesota, though, looking to make moves. Already players coming through here. Cammy going aggressive. Has found standing towards the back. That player in U has been cleaned up as well. And he's challenging Attach up top. He's getting multiple players challenge him. Cammy now hunting Attach. Attach is all right. I'm not having any more of that. And Ultra have completely left A. They're not even worried at this point about getting that final cap, and they eventually get a player back onto it. As they run through it as well. Attach will pick up to Insight. And Ultra are more worried about getting this B lockdown. Look at the pressure coming in from at the moment. They are feeling themselves, but Priester has just taken a key player out for them as well.
Oh, Major Maniac didn't finish all Kleenex off towards the back. And the pressure's going to continue to come on through. Eventually, Standy will find that kill. And I think the reason that Ultra kind of just choke it up, because they know they have so much pressure over towards B. You've seen you had players over towards back alley and obviously pushed up towards the truck. If you feel like you've got control of Church and Radio, then send it. See what happens. Priester trying to find a way through. He will fall momentarily. It's standing last alive, and there you go. More B control here for Ultra. No point in sending bodies over towards A when you have a golden opportunity over towards B. Another 3 dead.
Eventually, Minnesota clear this. But the key here is now that Ultra have got 2 ticks onto both, they can start to dictate the pace of this game a little bit. Minnesota are gonna have to be on their A game to stop this pressure. And I think Ultra said, all right, we've done the hard work. If we take A now, we might be laughing. But they're ahead in lives as well.
Rocket here. Yeah, they're just gonna leave A alone. Gonna be a minute and 35 seconds. This should probably come down to lives for Rocket. They need at least 1 good 4 dead if they want to spot in this round number 5. Or can Ultra close it out here in 4? Take your time if you're Ultra. Yeah, they've got so much time.
Attach again just keeps picking up kills. They're going for it as well. Cammy goes through somehow, gets it. Klinex gets one as well. I don't know how they punch their way through there.
Stack it, stack it, stack it. That's it.
Klinex gets another one. They're just going to wait for the next.
That's
They're going to stack it as well. Ultra have done this. Ultra have cracked it wide open. That is unbelievable. Ultra say no thank you. Don't worry about your lives. We're not going to a game number 5. And it was incredible from them. The call coming in to say, concentrate B on our attack. Ignore A. Don't worry about it. They put the pressure onto Minnesota over and over again, and it paid out ton.
Really, really well played by Ultra in the end. Kind of a couple of shaky rounds, but they get it done when it matters. And ultimately, it doesn't matter how bad some of your other attacks or defenses were. If
you're coming into this one, can Ultra do the impossible? Win not 1, but 2 hard points. Well, the Minnesota go, hey, let's get to a game 5 and see what you're made of.
Well, I predicted a game 5. And I believe that's where we'll be heading. But who knows, because I said that neither one of these 2 teams is great on this map, so who's going to be the better of the 2 worst? At this point, let's see. Priester heating things up, and can we get some sort of control? Rocket on the preferred side. They'll have this rotation over towards P2 when we do get there in 30 seconds.
At the moment, Minnesota are trying to stack this. They're going to try and make a play here right at the very end of it. Also trying not to give away the spawns. They've done a very, very good job. Bance is just waiting. He's got 1 player as well. Decides to back off towards you. And there will be scrap time for Ultra. They're going to try and make their way through for this rotation.
Yeah, very well played. Plenty of pressure coming in here as well. They will know that Mbroka have spawned here, but can they find these kills on the rotation? Some of the most important, if not the most important kills in Hardpoint are on those little moments in between, around 10-15 seconds remaining on the old hill and that new hill spawning up. A couple did go Ultra's way, but so far so good for Rocket. They're holding. No, they're holding well. 4 dead.
Yeah, completely shutting out Toronto here. Toronto gonna have to try and get someone near this one again, and this is Minnesota just opening up. The back spawn has come in though. I don't think they know. They're gonna know now. The reaction's gonna have to come through. Minnesota's like, oh my goodness, they're behind us at the same time. Are they cleaning them out completely? Benjamin Bance with a 2-piece, and Rocker are gonna be a little bit shook.
Oh, I'm shook. Oh, I don't know. Have Rocket pushed maybe a little bit too far? I don't think so. Bance has done so well, but my heart bleeds for Rocker in that situation. His attach can be able to stay alive towards the back, though. It'd be huge if he could do. Surely gets traded, and rotation comes in from Ultra. They've been struggling with that. Not struggling at the moment, though, thanks to some very, very nice spawns, has to be said. They should be able to lock in P3 here, too.
They managed to get this rotation. Klinex continuing to just do work. I swear he wins gunfights. I don't expect him so often. Back to the back as well. Attach going up high. Managed to get it, but it will be a push out from Klinex again that shuts them down. And now this is an infamously difficult one to push here at the same time. Insight holding up top. Those nades have done the work, though, already for Rocker. It's opened up a gap for them, but Klinex slides down and gets another kill. They can't let him keep doing that.
Ultra feeling it. Klinex is feeling it. It's spree for him. Glide bombs locked in. Push gonna start coming in here for Rocket. I mean, it's only the first few hills, but things start to get a little bit desperate when you've only got 15 points after 3. 22 seconds remaining. They're still gonna have a little look at this. Or are they just gonna try and lock them in? They're really, really struggling to find a way through. Klinex from behind. That is a perfect 60. There or thereabouts for Ultra. They're about to break 100. Rocket haven't broke 20.
This is the big hold into Church. Insight around the back, though. He's been stunned, so they're going to know he's here as well. And it's Priester who will stand against him. He's just waiting at the moment inside. He knows there's going to be a player nearby ready for the challenge and doesn't care. Takes him down as well. And now Ultra have control. They're going to try and push into Church here as a team. Attach already gets one. Another push coming through. Attach gets a second one. Major Maniac backs him up as well. And they pulled this one out of the fire. Great hold from Rocker.
Yeah, really good hold from Rocker, but can they accumulate some sort of points? It just feels like Ultra are swarming all over them at the same time, though. Can they find the kills on the offset? Major Maniac and Standy. They've done well, continue to do well as well. Klinex will find one, Intel will surely get traded and does so. It's a really good hold for Rocket. They really needed it though, and when I say it's a really good hold, they then get broken. 15 seconds to go, and Price, they only got 17 points there.
17 points is better than 0 points, and I'm sure when they go for this next rotation, they'll be looking to get the 60. Already you can see they've pushed out both sides. They don't want a pinch coming in. And it could be a difficult one now for Minnesota.
Well, Ultra cruising in hardpoint, which is quite bizarre. They must be feeling good as they have nearly a 100-point lead. Can they continue this run of form in hardpoint? Let's go into a Toronto Ultra listening right now.
Window dead.
Major, yeah. I'm going Jimmy.
I'm pushing top broken.
Yeah.
Look at mid.
Flip. Okay.
Go on, pretty sure they flip. I stunned one church ramp.
I've got you low.
Jim.
Be green.
Go Simon.
I don't know where.
Yeah. Low, Priester.
I got all plat. Wait, one shot plat.
Turn down.
Still looking for one.
Lane it.
Go new.
He has a cross here.
Yeah.
Pinch.
Yeah, mid. He's dropped out mid. He's
Nice. I'm fucking head.
Yeah, play that.
Close the window.
Go new.
Right here, Jamie. He's left side. Weak.
One slow broken.
Nice. I'm going for it, Jamie. Yeah, go.
Yo, our side you, Cam. Our side you.
Yeah,
Nice. They're gonna be mid already.
Yep.
Hey, our side you.
I've got top
I'm
church.
nading it, Cam. Wait up.
They're gonna play tight.
Our side you.
Can we streak?
Low church. I can streak.
We got side you. One
Okay,
shot
okay.
bomb church,
Let me
one
streak.
shot bomb church. Yeah, wait.
I'm showing our side.
Okay, yo. One top church, one our side you, one their side you, and one deep their spawn. I'll kill the guy.
Wait, Priester,
I'll kill the guy close.
No.
Their side you, their side you, their side you.
Nice, good shot,
Speed left, he's deep.
Deep. I got time.
On the pillar, on the pillar, on the
Might want to
pillar.
get mid off spawn. Major does.
All
Don't have mid yet.
Mid already. Weak, Jamie. Really weak, bro. Nice, one more, Jamie.
Cross me, yep.
Their side you.
I've got it close. I've got nice. Weak, Jamie. He's still there. Challenge. White. Weak.
Unlucky.
He's still side. Nice. Still weak. Play life.
I got mid.
Fire weak.
Major, fluid mid. Bottom mid, bro.
Fire.
I'm on shot.
He was weak.
Still fire the side.
Nice. 17.
Big 17.
Yeah, let's push left.
Yeah,
They
go.
could be mid. Careful.
Once close church on me.
Good
Close
pressure.
church. Gone top church. I'm back. Back. Nice.
Is he still top?
One's gonna be top church. Yeah, he's top church. One's back tank cam. One's back tank.
Yep.
One
See
is
the
back
guy
tank.
top.
I spawned in.
Nice.
We're flipping.
I'm in green. He's top plat. Hidden hill.
Far across.
Yeah, let's see him in the back. I'm playing
Come on
back.
me, I'm beating him. Go push now.
Hold church, maybe.
Two. Two men.
Well, Heater in the comms for Ultra and Heater on the map at the moment. This game is getting away from Minnesota. Over 100-point difference now as Ultra are feeling themselves.
Oh, Cammy is really feeling it. It's just taking turns, every member of Ultra having their moments to go off. This time around it was Cammy. Opened it up with a kill towards the back onto Attach. Really well worked by the Ultra. And as mentioned, rotational side of things was really their struggle point. They've rotated so well, albeit with the help of some good spawns, but Standy finds 2 big kills. Priester alongside him as well. Can Rocket limit Ultra's points here? As you can already see they're setting up for P3, but Ultra, Brycey, they're only going to be 35 points away by the time they get over there.
However, this is a massive hold. If Minnesota want to make the comeback, they need the 60. And Ultra are going to know this. They're probably going to take their time a little bit and try and stack up, but however, there's more kills gone down. Ultra to reset. They'll be calling in the spawns now, but they're going to have to check every single corner as they make their way across the map. And look at this, holding fast. Rocker determined to make a stand here, refusing to go down. Eventually, Inside opens it up just a little bit.
Oh, Standy is going to catch some really good shots coming in. Klinex through the front door. My goodness, that second kill is disgraceful. And the third is nearly there as well, but is that going to open the door for Ultra now? That's 3 dead momentarily. Good shots from Attach. It looks like Rocker will just about hold on. Standy 5 in a row. He will eventually fall. No streaks for him. It's about this rotational play. Now is Insight. He'll find some kills and he may well be able to get a hold of that scrap. Yeah, he's going to jump onto it, and the rotation, it's 50-50.
And it's both teams looking for this one as well. Banton Cammy though managed to get those first controls. It's Standy one more time. Major Maniac looking for Banton in the back. He's seen Banton as well. And Banton's all right. I'm not having any of that gunfight. I'm out of here. Rocker with the rotation. But they have to fight off Ultra. Banton's just gone into Narnia and says, all right, I'm not taking Major Maniac on. I'm waiting for the teamwork. Insight hunting now for Major Maniac, and that's going to allow Bance to move forward at the same time. Here comes the pinch. They're going to try and punch the Rocker out, but it's not going to be quite enough as they get some bodies in here eventually.
Oh, Bance through the front door, not going to happen. Priester is there, ready and waiting, and it's only Kleenex who can eventually answer back. Insight in the point, he will fall, but Ultra ultimately still only 15 points away. Kleenex side door, then he falls as well. This past 2 hills, Rocket have been clawing away, but there hasn't been that much clean about it. You haven't been able to hold full 60s. It's been sporadic points of like around 30, maybe 40 at best. Ultra, when they locked down those first couple of hills, they found 60s, which is why they're still only 14 points away. Every single little ounce of scrap that goes to Ultra, there's a knife in the back to Rocket.
And this is the hold. This is the hard one here for Minnesota. They've had every rotation but this, and they don't have time to stack it. They just have to go and win the gunfights. Priester opens up with one. Kleenex though will take him down eventually. More players coming. Stanley knows he has to go and gets it. Ultra are running up the stairs and trying to get into this one. It's going to be points on the board, and Cammy and Ban shut it down. And Ultra win not 1 hard point, but 2 as they get back into the qualifiers for the second major. And they are going to win this one 3-1. And for any Ultra fans out there, a bit of a sigh of relief. They just need to translate this to an event.
Much better from Ultra. And really, that, I mean, they just had their moments of heating up, but their rotations were so much better. Look, like let's just admit to the point of the spawns that happened over towards P2 on that first rotation, because